Hi, my name is Don Stark. I'm your host for Scuba Visions TV. Each week we take you on a tour of one of our favorite dive sites. In last week's episode, we saw some highlights of the work of David Cuoio, another underwater videographer. In this week's episode, David and some of his friends take us on a tour of the island of Salt Cay. Now, you may not have heard of Salt Cay, but I'm sure you've heard of some of the sister islands to this island, such as Providenciales, West Caicos, and Grand Turk. In fact, Salt Cay is part of the Turks and Caicos island chain, and it's located directly south from Grand Turk. David's film will give you a good introduction to the island and to the diving around the island. I hope you enjoy it.
If you're looking for a peaceful, beautiful place to get away from it all, with world-class diving and snorkeling and old-world Caribbean charm, this is it. Welcome to Salt Cay, the island time forgot. Salt Cay is located in the Turks and Caicos Islands, 500 miles southeast of Miami and north of the Dominican Republic. Salt Cay is definitely off the beaten path. No cruise ships, no malls, no traffic, no noise, and hardly any people, fewer than 100 full-time residents. What we do have are gorgeous ocean views, an arid, pleasant climate with cooling trade winds, and one of the most laid-back atmospheres in the entire Caribbean. Our boats all have swim platforms or telescope ladders, making for easy water entry and exit. Salt Cay offers some of the best diving anywhere. Our Caribbean waters provide excellent conditions for all snorkelers and divers, no matter what their skill level. There are rarely any currents, and visibility is usually 80 to 100 feet. The reefs start in about 25 to 30 feet of water, and there is either a gradual slope down to about 150 feet or a dramatic sheer drop-off into the 7,000-foot deep Columbus Passage. The Endymion, a 44-gun British Royal Navy warship, struck an uncharted reef in 1790 and sank, fortunately with no loss of life. Today, the Endymion's wooden structure has disappeared, but there are many interesting remnants of the old ship in 40 feet of water. Some of the vessel's 9-foot-long iron cannons, each weighing 2,500 pounds, are scattered around the sea floor. Anchors, ballast, and other remnants also rest peacefully beneath the waves. Although the Endymion is one of the best-known dives around Salt Cay, we also offer some of the best wall diving in the world. In addition, there are many other reefs that provide wonderful hard and soft corals, plentiful fish life, and a great dive experience. Salt Cay is known as Whale Headquarters due to the positioning of the Columbus Passage. The trench sits directly in front of Salt Cay's western shore, and humpback whales annually migrate past the island while traveling to and from the Silver Banks near the Dominican Republic. Every year, from January to March, you can hear whale song during most every dive. And speaking of diving, let's take a few moments to give you more of what to expect when you go out with Salt Cay divers.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that dive. Please email me any comments or suggestions you might have. My email address is don@scubavisions.com. I want to hear from you, and I hope you'll come back and join us again soon. Until then, get wet and have fun.